the equation of a straight line. So let us look into the equation of a straight line, which is given by y is equals to mx plus c. So we need to explain what does each parameter stand for. We have m, which represent the gradient of the line, which is the slope. This is a measure. This is a measure of how steep is the line. This is a measure of how steep is the line. Okay, then we have C, which is the y-intercept. This is a point where the graph crosses the y-axis, right? Then we have x and y. We have x and y. So x and y, that is the coordinate pair. The coordinate pair, or the point which lies on the graph. Right. Then let us focus on the gradient for now. Let us focus on the gradient, on how to calculate the gradient. How to calculate the gradient. So the gradient is given by the gradient formula, which states that m is equals to y at point number 2 minus y at point number 1 over x at point number 2 minus x at point number 1. Right, as an example, let's say we are given point out 2, point A, 3 and 5, point B, 7 and 10. So like to calculate the gradient between AB. Calculate the gradient between AB. So if formula is it is the gradient of AB is given by y at B minus y at A over x at B minus x at A. So y at B or more big. So last this is x at A, y at A, x at B, y at B. Alright, so y at B over 10. It's 10. So 10 minus y at A 5 over x at B 7 minus 3. So this is 10 minus 5, which is 5 over 7 minus 3, which is 4. So our gradient is positive 5 over 4. Okay, example 2. Let's say we are given 2 points. Point D ozoba -3 and -4. Point F mhlambe abe -4 and +10. Lala kuthiwa calculate a gradient of line DF. Calculate the gradient between point D and point F. So kuzoba i-formula gradient of df is given by y at f minus y at d over x at f minus x at d. So la kuzoba y at f, sikhumbuzaneni lapha ukuthi uba lona, this is x at d, lona ubani y at d, lapha x at f no y at f. So lokho kuzoba y at f, it's 10 minus y at d, it's negative 4 over x at f, it's negative 4 minus x at d ubani negative 3. Simplify ke sibone kuzoba u10 negative times negative positive, so la should kuphuma u10 plus 4 over ngezansi sino negative 4, negative times negative we get positive 3. So therefore our answer is going to be 14 over negative 1, which is negative 14. So we get the negative gradient. Okay, so siqhubeke and check example number 3. Let's check example number 3. Alright, for example number 3, asithi ama-point esinikezwe wona kuno point x esothi u3 and u5, kuno point y ozoba u2 and u5. So la kumele calculate a gradient between x and y. So kuzoba ubani x at point number y, sorry, it's y. Sikhumbule njalo ukuthi it is the change in y over change in x. So la sengishawa ina selection yami yalama points lawo. Okay, but ke ayikhenkinga mhlambe asibashintshe nje sithi this is point J, khona lento izohamba kahle, point J and point K. Alright, sithi point K wethu lo no point J. So therefore we need to adjust nala. Okay, so kuzoba a gradient of kj, it's given by y at point J minus y at point K over x at point J minus x at point K. So last no running, this is x at K and y at K, lanos no running, x at J, then y at J. Okay, so y at J uzoba ubani nange siyawubona u5, y at K ubani nange siyawubona u5 of x at J u2 minus x at K, it's 3. So this is 5 minus 5, which is 0 over negative 1. So siyakhumbula ukuthi 0 divided by any real number, the answer is 0. So we have a gradient of 0. Okay, so let's check any futhi example. Example number 4. Example number 4. Sithi khona lapha sinikezwe u-point P, which is negative 3 and 7. No point Q, which is negative 3 and 20. Right, so la kuzoba ubani gradient of PQ is given by y it's Q minus y it's P over x it's Q minus x it's P. So last sitting y it's Q. Okay, this is x it's P, y it's P, x it's Q, y it's Q. So like y it's Q, it's 20 minus y it's P, it's 7 over x it's Q, negative 3 minus x it's P, negative 3. So this is 20 minus 7, which is 13 over negative 3. Neke pause ngithi sokuzoba negative 3. This is positive 3. So therefore answer kubani 13 over 0. So any real number over 0, the answer is undefined. Alright, so la must check for number 1 sithole a positive gradient for number 1 nansi. Number 2 sathola a negative gradient. Number 3 sathola a gradient of 0. Then number 4 sathola a gradient which is undefined. Alright, so into lana ithini ithi kusho ukuthi for ama straight line function, if we can conclude we have a positive gradient greater than 0. Alright, gradient negative, gradient equals to 0, and gradient is undefined. Alright, so ke kwivideo yethu ezolandela ke esochaza ukuthi i-gradient u0 ulayini uma kanjani, uma sine gradient negative ulayini uma kanjani, uma sine gradient u0 ulayini uma kanjani, uma sine gradient ezoba undefined ulayini uma kanjani. Thank you.